You really want these to be even. Okay. Good. Orange, black. Now we're gonna make. I'll show you my wallets. This is one I just made recently. I do 4 card pockets. Pocket over here, ID, and then the hiddens. I'm gonna show you how to do the hidden pockets now. You're gonna need. Each one is 4 pieces of tape. I like doing the top half by printed tape. You're gonna need 2 pieces of your printed tape, or whatever color you want to use. 3 3/4 inches, 3 3/4 inches long. So for 2 pieces, it's 7.5 inches. And cut it 3 3/4. Alright. Sorry, my blade comes loose every once in a while. Alright, so then we're also going to need 3 other pieces of tape. I already got some cut out. So I'm going to do the one orange, since you can't really see what color it is. So one piece, it's 3 3/4. And you need another piece, 3 3/4. All these pieces are going to be 3 3/4 inches long. So you take 2 pieces, make it 3 inches tall. Same height as your wallet. Peel that up. You're going to need another piece. I don't have enough. I'll just do the rest in black. Alright, I'm putting out more than one piece because I know I'm going to need more later. That, and I know all the measurements by now. Okay, so take another piece on this, stick it on the, flip over the piece so it's 3 inches tall, stick one on the bottom. Now this is where I take my printed tape. You stick that on the top. And with this, make this longer than 3 inches, so just whatever. Alright. You see, this is where the other two line up. I put it a lot taller than that. This way I sticky at the top. And what we're going to do, so black is my other inside of my Bifold. So I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put this side, sticky side up. I'm going to line it up at the bottom, make sure it's even. I'm going to fold the sticky over on the black side. So now you got a pocket kind of thing. Make another one for the other side. So again, you're going to need 2 3 3/4 inch pieces. Make sure you line them up on an even inch mark. Just makes it easier to work with. 2 pieces, 3 3/4 inches long. Make it 3 inches tall. If I can make it even. Inches tall. Need a couple more. I get it up to 15. I'm putting down a piece right now that's 15 inches long, so I'm going to need some of this for card pockets. So if you want to lay out 15 inches of tape, go for it. I'll need one more for this. Okay, so even though your 3 inch tall piece, put another piece at the bottom, cover that up, and then you're going to need your printed tape, again, taller than 3 inches long. If you really want to measure it, make sure it's taller than 3, go for it, but I know it's 3. That's the here's my piece. Forget where I put stuff. I'm going to line this up. Put it next to the other one I just put on. So now it should look like this. This will be inside your wallet. All your card pockets will be going on here. So now you're going to make your card pockets. I already have a couple made. It doesn't really matter if they're even or not. Just make sure they're right. 3 3/4 inches long. So I'm just folding over some of the sticky that's on this one. So go ahead and make as many card pockets as you want. I'm going to make 2 black ones. I gotta cut this still. And I'm short by 1 piece. Okay. Sorry, I didn't have enough tape out before. Stick these together. So all I need is a piece that's a couple pieces that are 3 3/4 inches long. And just color a piece for the back, line them up and put them together. I think I only need one more. No, I don't need one of these. So I'm just thinking how much more I need. The rest is printed tape I need. Okay. Again, just do it again for another card pocket. 3 3/4 inches long. Sticky side up. Another piece on top, same length. There you go. If you need, you're gonna need a little bit of scrap tape just to put the pockets on. So cut out like 1 inch or 2 of tape. Doesn't have to be like, a lot of people like using pieces that are like 4 inches long. I just use little scrap pieces because you're not really gonna tell. Alright, so I'm gonna go orange, black, orange, black. Orange piece on. I'm trying to find a good side to put. If your pieces aren't exactly lined up, like there's a little white showing, don't use that for the top. Just trying to find a side that doesn't have any white showing. And you can use that for the top of your pockets because you don't want them sticking to each other. So all you need is a little scrap piece, stick it. Make sure your pockets are lined up. Stick it on. One more. So I'm trying to keep this video short. Most people it takes like 20 minutes to make a bifold wallet. I said most, not all. Sorry, I'm just trying to make my pockets a little closer together. So we have room. The last one, just line it up at the bottom. That's how I know when I'm done. Alright, so there's 4 there. I'll put my other orange one on this side. So I'm gonna go back to my camel tape, my printed tape. I don't need the scrap piece. Alright, I'm gonna need 8 inches of my printed tape. Is it 8, right? Yeah, 8. Alright, making sure I know what I said. 8 inches. I'm gonna cut another piece. It's 8 inches. Alright. I like making the second piece a little under 8, so like 7 3/4. I'll show you why in a second. First, I'm going to use the first 8 inches. Cut that into 2 4-inch pieces. One I use for the back of my ID. So on the right side, I put my ID. I like putting a pocket above the ID. So, and behind the ID, I always put the printed tape that I'm using for that wallet. So you line up the card pocket on this side, if you want one on this side. If not, just skip this step. I like using 4-inch piece of tape. So you put down your card pocket, put a piece of tape so it holds it down, and your ID is going to be there. So if you don't have the plastic stuff people use for the IDs, piece of, what is it, like the individual baseball card slots, all you gotta do is trim it down to the right size. Alright, cut mine down. Alright, give me 2 seconds to cut this. Yeah, I should do this before, oh well. So if you have that baseball card ID stuff that people use for IDs, you cut that in half, and then cut it down to about 2.5 inches tall. and about 3 3/4 inches long. It fits a lot better if it's 2 1/4 inches tall. About 2 1/2, 2 1/4. Okay, now you take your other 4-inch piece of printed tape, and this is where your ruler comes in. You're going to cut this. Sorry, everything's all over the place. You're going to cut a 1/2 inch tall piece. And while you have your ruler out, cut 2 more pieces that are 1/2 inches, 1/2 inch wide. 1/2 inch tall. Yeah, 1/2 inch wide or tall. Okay. So you're going to take your bottom piece, you take your ID, line it up, put that on the flat side, then you put the trim on top of the tape. You're trimming top of the ID. I don't think that's straight. I hold mine up and see if it's straight. If it's not straight, I just kind of peel it up. Keep going at it until it's straight. You can tell it's kind of straight. Yeah? Sorry, my mom knocked my door. Okay. And if you have any excess tape on the sides, which you should, trim that off. Alright, that's the ID bucket. So now, this is where the rest of it comes in. You put it all together now. So line this up, make sure it's even on the top. And this is where I'm gonna cut. It's sticking. Alright, so I'm lining up the top. Make sure it's even, and now I'm gonna cut my bottoms. This is where I cut the bottom corners. I don't know why, but I like waiting till the last step. Cut the bottom ones out. Again, make sure it's lined up. Now you're going to place your ID where you want it. I put mine on the right side. I don't know why, but I do. So now you fold up the bottom sticky part. It's not going to show, is it? No, okay. Alright, now you're going to... Okay, if you stuck down the bottom card pocket, just make sure none of that sticky is showing here. I usually don't stick mine down. I usually wait till now, just so that sticky right there is not showing. So now you got this. Do not do the sides yet. Now you're going to use that 8-inch piece of tape. Put it right here to cover up the sticky in the middle. Try to evenly line this up. Half and half. Just trying to line it up evenly between here and here. This side and this side. Now you can fold it in half. Now put this side over here. Yeah. So now we're going to fold the sides in. Fold it over. You don't want your trim to be too long. Like mine's probably fine right now. Could have cut it a little shorter, but I'd rather have it a little on the longer side than the shorter side. My current wallet right now, it was too short, and now it's starting to come up on the right where my ID is, which really sucks. Alright, it's a little hanging over, like, that's not too bad. You see it right there. Okay, now your other pieces that you cut before, you're going to cut them down to 3 inches tall. Those other 2 1/2-inch pieces. Now you have an extra piece too. You're going to have a piece that's a little shorter than a little shorter than an inch tall. I'm just gonna put off the side. So now you should have two pieces that are 3 inches long and a 1/2 inch wide. Okay, right here, you're gonna have a little, you want to cut right next to each pocket. Just kind of lift up. Okay, so now you should have a pocket right here. Sorry, I can't really show this pocket. I'm going to trim this. So you're going to line up the trim at the bottom. Too far down the bottom. Line up at the bottom, try to get it even. Sorry, mine's not even. Just trying to get it even. You can usually tell when mine's about even. You line it up, and now my trick is to make it a hole like that, and I'll just fold the trim in. All the way down to the bottom. So you get something like this, and we'll trim the other side. And after this, we're just going to cut the little slits for the pockets. Okay. Again, make a little hole, and I'll just fold the trim over. If you cut a little over 3 inches, that's fine, you can just trim it. Just make sure you don't cut your hidden pockets. I have done that before. Throwing your scraps away, or I put some of my bigger scraps, my scrap ball, that's what I was doing before. Alright, so now you're just going to cut for the pockets. I'm trying to show you a good angle this. I like lifting up the pocket and just cutting through. See? Cut it there. I'll show you a better angle to show this. Just kind of cut through. Try not to cut on top of the, right on top of the pocket. I don't have any special techniques. I know like some people do special little V's or like, no, I just kind of cut it. It's fine if you have a little orange or a little color showing. I think it just makes it pop out more. So just do it for the rest of your pockets. Make sure you get both sides. This allows your cards to fit in nicely. Yep. Try to get your trims even. Like even on each side and then even in the middle. It just looks a lot better if they're all nice and kind of even. They're all within the same length or width. Trying to come too far. Alright, so now all mine are cut. That's beautiful. So now you got yourself a duct tape wallet with 4 card pockets, 5 ID, and 2 hiddens. Enjoy, guys. Thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.